throughout the day, but why wait? Get yours now. You know you want cleaner air. You know you want cooler, more comfortable air with that Hunter power. All right, go ahead and get on the phone to order yours. Go to hsn.com. If you're on the phone waiting, don't go anywhere before you get yours. All right, we are going to introduce you to Origami. This is a special sale price on one of our most highly rated customer picks. I think this Origami shelf has about 2,000, I think it's over 2,200 5-star reviews for a $129 storage solution today. And not just a storage solution. This will hold up to 600 pounds. That's pretty, wait, nope, not 600 pounds. 1,000 pounds, excuse me. I underestimated it. 1,000 pounds, because each shelf will hold 250 pounds. It is a brilliant solution. As you saw them put it together, you don't need one tool to put it together. You can use it inside or outside. It is powder-coated steel, which means no rusting, no corroding. It doesn't matter if it's in a humid situation, if it's outside, you can hose it clean. It's that storage solution that you can move from home to home. My Origami large racks have moved into 3 different homes with me since I've been here in Florida. It's that amazing garage organizer without having a permanent place that you have to keep it. This is my solution. I'm gonna show you the colors that we have. They're all $129. We've reduced the shipping and handling, and it's on 5 FlexPay of $25.99. This is the vintage bronze, really pretty, like a deep brown. One of the most popular colors, original. This is the platinum, which, oh, we've got, I was just getting an update, only 200 left? Ooh, all right, those will probably sell out this airing. That's one of the most popular. We have it in the black, really pretty, kind of like almost like a hammered texture to the black. And then we have it in the white, same with a little bit of that sort of hammered texture. Beautiful and crisp, and that white is going to stay just that white no matter where you keep it. One of the latest in the Origami family, the taupe. Can you see? We have it, it's a nice little contrast here because we've got gray storage boxes, and the taupe is just that really pretty kind of a neutral that goes with everything. Lou Caputo is one of the originals here at HSN as well, and has been bringing us Origami for quite a while. Lou, this is a steal today. I'm so glad that everyone can sort of get in on the secret that you and I, well, it's not a very well-kept secret. We like to share it with people.
We do. You know, a couple thousand people apparently like it a lot because it's got over 2,000, almost 3,000 5-star reviews, which is absolutely amazing. But the reason is because I think this is one of those products that over delivers on the promise that we're going to tell you today. Okay. When you look at this rack right here, this is 12 linear feet of storage as it sits here in front of me. Okay. But with just a couple flicks of the wrist, I can take this down to just 4 inches wide. All right. Now, this is how it's going to arrive at your house. It comes slap packed in a box. Now, when you get this in that box, don't panic, okay? Because all you've got to do to set it up is, one, get it out of the darn box, and that's going to be the hardest thing. Once you get out of the box, this is full the size like this, and it just falls open. If you look at the back of it, you don't have to spin it around. I just do it because it looks cool, and you can see the back. Okay, when you look at the back of this right here, there's what we call the Origami toggle. You just press that down, and it's like a little engineering marvel because now the whole back of this is rigid, the whole bottom of the thing. Then you just flip the top over, and there's one more latch right here. You drop that in place, and voila, we are done. The entire piece has been built in just a couple of seconds. Now, once that's done, you've got some thinking to do, and that has to do with the wheels. All right, you get 4 wheels with this. 2 of them are locking wheels, but you have a choice. You don't have to put the wheels on if you don't want to. If you do put the wheels on, it's going to raise it 3 inches off the ground. So we recommend limit yourself to 75 pounds on each one of these shelves for a total of 300 pounds. That's a lot, though, and you could roll that around, okay? So that's significant. But without the wheels, then you can go up to the maximum weight capacity, which is 250 pounds on each shelf, for a grand total of 1,000 pounds. That's half a ton of storage, Shannon, that everyone is buying right now when they get this Origami rack.
Half a ton of storage.
Half a ton.
I don't want to wheel that from place to place. I don't want to know that that's sort of stacked up in my garage. When you get half a ton stacked on top of it, the bottom boxes or bins, they're not going to last, right? They're going to fold, they're going to flatten. Heaven forbid you have to get what's in the bottom bin. No way. This is going to keep everything up off the ground. Look at how it folds flat. You know when I've seen mine folded flat? Well, only when we've moved and only when it arrived at the house. And then I'm really good at building things. Okay, I'm not, but you don't need to be because that's it. Basically, my origami is just about built. Oh wait, one little push. Can I get it? Oh yeah, I did. And then you flip that top over. Ta-da! All right, now I'm as good at building things as Lou Caputo. All right, maybe not. But at least for the origami, that's all you need. And now this, if I take the wheels off, 250 pounds per shelf. Now, Lou, let's talk about the dimensions because they are, it's like perfect. I like when we show the bins because that's kind of what we think of with storage. They're the perfect size to be able to store bins on them as well.
Yeah, well, each one of the shelves you're looking at, width-wise, they are 3 feet across, and that's where I come up with the 12 linear feet because there are 4 shelves. The depth on those shelves is 18 inches. So you're getting 1.5 feet deep on each one of those shelves. So these are nice and deep as well. With the wheels, it stands 63 inches tall. Without the wheels, it's 60 inches tall. So, it's a nice size to fit in your garage, in your storage unit if you've got one. A lot of people use these for furniture indoors as well. So don't discount that. That's why we have these great colors now. Now, the other thing that we should talk about with these, though, is that these are made of powder-coated steel. Now, what does that do for you? Well, I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to the camera so you can see right here the bottom of this, okay? Powder-coated steel is a process where they actually put electricity through the metal. So they put an electrical charge through it. And the powder coating bonds to this. And if you look at the bottom of this, and by the way, you ever want to know how your furniture is built? Look at the underside, okay? When you look at the bottom of the shelf, though, you'll see no voids. You're not going to see any bubbles. You're not going to see any mist spots underneath here. You're just going to see that the powder coating is on it completely. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, what it means for you is that you can use these indoors, you can use these outdoors, and powder coating is much tougher than paint. So it's going to be chip resistant, it's going to be scratch resistant, but the big deal was that corrosion resistance I mentioned in the beginning. And that's why so many people leave these in garages, in basements, in storage units, even outside by their pools. It's not going to hurt it. Now, the other thing about the design with these, Shannon, is the way the shelves themselves are built, meaning they have this wire construction to the shelves. We did that so that you could get airflow through them, so that you could have drainage. Maybe you want to put plants on these, an herb garden, maybe you're going to use these in a mudroom to dry your shoes. I mean, there's a million ways you can use these. And that's the other thing about origami. Because it is so versatile, because you can use it so many different ways, we always say you're only limited by your imagination. So whatever you want to do with it, Shannon, you can.
And it's a storage solution, right? It's not a storage impediment.
It is.
It's not a storage
problem.
Right? It's not gonna make it so that you get it and you're like, where does this piece go? Where does this piece go? I gotta get my drill out. Do I have all of the right nuts and bolts? It's easy to put together. It's gonna take you about, I don't know, a minute, maybe. And then you're gonna start organizing and you can see where everything is. Beautiful way to store it. So this is the taupe, which is very popular, beautiful, kind of a neutral color. Here's the white. Remember, it's gonna stay looking that beautiful and crisp and pristine because it's powder-coated steel. No rust, no corrosion. Here's the black. This is the most popular, which is the platinum. We are getting very limited in the platinum. I think we've got fewer than 200 remaining now to go around for everybody. And then we also have it in the vintage bronze. Now, I misspoke. I think I said we have 2,000 five-star reviews. We have 2,880 five-star reviews. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's the most five-star reviews we have on maybe any product here at HSN. Five-star reviews, 2,880, and that doesn't even include mine. I would absolutely recommend that you get this. Now, the only mistake that I made with my origami was that I didn't buy more than one in the same color. So I missed out. I started out with platinum, then we didn't have platinum anymore, so I got black. So I've got a little bit of mismatch going on in my garage. I don't care because I can park my car in my garage now. But if you can today, especially since you're saving $10 and we've reduced the shipping and handling, and it's 5 flexible payments, interest-free, maybe today's the day that you get 2 of the vintage bronze or 2 of the platinum before they sell out. You don't even have to know where you're going to use these, right? I know, Lou, when you say, when you talk about, your imagination is the only thing that limits it. If it's a little late for people right now, 1:39 here on the East Coast, if it's a little late for your imagination to run, go ahead and get it. It'll stay folded flat until you use it, and it doesn't take up any space when you're not using it. And then once you're like, oh, I know exactly where I'm gonna use it, you pop it up and you can change from, you can change it from room to room if you want to.
Well, my wife and I actually have a couple of origami racks that have nothing on them. They're folded up in the garage. And, the reason for that is because, spur of the moment, you're like, you know what? We could use one for this, or we could use one for that, or, oh, we're going to work on a project. We need someplace to be able to keep what we're working with. I mean, there's just so many ways that you can use these racks. It's crazy. But I want you to think out of the box when you're thinking about using your origami too. And what I mean by that is they don't just have to go up against a bare wall, okay? Because there's wheels on these, you can put them in front of cabinets like I do in my garage. You can put them in front of a window and move them out of the way. You can stack these side by side by side, which is what I did when I had a storage unit. 1, 2, 3, side by side, right touching each other, right up against each other. No place for me to walk, but it didn't matter because I could slide these out of the way when I needed to and get in there and get what I needed to grab when I was in there. That people like to use these, by the way, in walk-in closets, walk-in pantries, all these places where there's basically a void. It's just empty space when you're not in there. Might as well use it for something, add some shelving, and that's what you can do. And by the way, this whole time I've had this thing open, opened up like this, but I can close this down in just seconds and store this away if I'm not using it. So if I went to the big box store and the shelves are bare, so to speak, we've used everything, I can store this away till the next time. And then in just a couple of seconds, Shannon, just like this. And I heard you doing that while I was talking, just opening and closing it. Because once you start, it's hard to stop,
If you get to do it, I want to do it too.
Yeah.
Mine are always so full. As soon as I get them home, I'm like, stack them up, load them up, right? It's holiday, it's tax boxes, it's, whatever we just didn't unpack, it's books. It's always books, I think, for my family. But that was it. I moved it out of the way. That's the patented origami clasp, and it's, can I say it's fun to actually do? I would never say that about putting together any other project. I know there are a lot of people who are very handy. Lee, you probably have some projects around the house that you use lots of tools. You might think it's fun. I think it's fun to get the organizing, the storage done, and get started organizing, and that's what we get here.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too. If you get the right tools, you will start organizing right away. If you don't have the right tools, you are going to put it off forever. I am the king of the procrastinators when it comes to things like that. I've got to have the right tools to get the job done. This is that right tool for organization. Once you get an origami, and I mean this sincerely, once you get an origami rack at home and you start using it, you will never, ever buy any other kind of storage rack because you don't have to assemble these. They're going to last virtually I've had one of these for at least 10 years, maybe more. Could be this one. I can't tell the difference. They all look the same at this point. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter compared to other furniture out there, like your particle board, your plastics, and all the other things, Shannon. There's just no comparison. Once you try it, you never go back.
You know what? It really is true. And I had not walked down that storage and organization aisle in the big box store in a long time. And I walked down and I was like, wait, are you kidding me? That thing is $300? Okay, wait, that one is $500? That's particle board. The quality of origami really does belie the price. $129.95 at a big box store would get you like a teeny tiny little particle board something or other that would warp that you'd have to put together. This is an incredible value. And I know that today it's $10 off and we've reduced the shipping and handling, so that's another, I think, $10 or $11 savings. Look at some of the 5-star reviews. I say some because 2,880 5-star reviews might take you a little while to read. Right, yeah, I think you'll get the idea. We all say kind of the same thing. It was really easy, very durable. I just came back and got more and more.
Very durable.
So, right, so durable, and beautiful and sleek. And,
really
and honestly, it's the greatest storage solution. So Lou, thank you so much for bringing it to us.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to have everybody love their homes a little bit more. Thanks.
Me too. All right. Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks. All right, if you are on the fence, you got to get on the phone. This is your chance to get it. It's a huge customer connect, 488-018. And I got to say, this year, more than ever before, we have been running out of origami. It's been tough for us to get it in stock. So what we have in stock, while we've got the platinum, and before that one sells out, if that's the one that you want that kind of industrial chic look like you see here, you want to get it because there's no guarantee of when we are getting origami back in stock. That's just me saying from experience every once in a while. Well, I think 2.5 years ago, we used to get, maybe 10 or 12 colors in. The last few times we've actually aired this, I think I may have had 3 colors, 4 colors, and limited stock. So definitely, You know you need that storage space. You know you want something that's durable, that's easy to put together, and it's $25.99. Save an additional $50. If you apply for that HSN card, get